Okay, folks, this is the first time I've actually casted a real pro that I know about game. This is the Angry Rob coming at you. It's going to be Terran Masa versus Bails, who is a Protoss, and a very good Protoss at that. I have tuned into his channel occasionally on Twitch, and he's just, God, he's murderous. So spawning in the top right corner, the red Protoss is Bails, and in the bottom left corner we have Masa as the blue Terran. Supply depot goes down at the front for Masa. Pylon close in for Bails. I think he actually goes by Solid Bails on Twitch, so don't quote me on that, but I think that's how you'll find him on Twitch. As well as the gateway right next to his assimilator. Here goes down the barracks. It's going to look like a standard block for the Terran. This is going to have to be quieter. This music is just unbearable. It is so loud, y'all. I apologize. Music. Wow, just way down here. Okay. And we're going. Both players are going to be getting their workers together. Almost saturated down here for the Terran player. Oversaturated actually for Bails. He will be putting some of those probes into this assimilator that it's about to complete, which is now done. You know, I don't often see Bails lose, so this will be an interesting game to see. I haven't seen it yet. I just briefly took a look at it and noticed that it was only 16 minutes long instead of like 30. So you're up for a good game, I'm sure. First Reaper is going to be on the way. That'll be a scout. He will check out this early-ish expansion for Solid Bails in his natural. It's really easy to defend this one. It's behind your base, so not much to worry about there. Next supply depot going down for the block. Reaper will be coming out soon, and we have a probe scout working its way across the map for Bails. It looks like the Masa will be throwing down a CC. Also, not super early. Again, easy to defend that back expansion. He's looking over here with his Reaper to make sure there's no proxy Stargates, more than likely. Probably, you know, make sure there's no Oracle harass or anything cheesy right that. Here's a pylon sort of out from Bails' base. It'll get cancelled because that Reaper is there. I believe this probe is going to be shot down. Yes, he is. He will not live to tell another day. We have him depth out. As well as the Mothership Core making its way down. The Adept and the SCV will cross paths. This Adept is going to want to go find out what's going on down here at the space. One Marina is out for Masa. Looks like these are being transformed into orbital commands, which will let him get more money. Now, Adepts can go through force fields, but they cannot go through supply depots. He's just going to do a little harassment on this one supply depot. No big deal, just let him know he's there. Bails and his micro. It's just, he's going to do it. I just want you to take a look at these guys at APM. I mean, average 388 and 291 is just insane. I don't even come close to those numbers. There's a Reaper checking things out in Bails' main up here. He has gone Stargate. There's an Oracle warping in. And he will have it rallied, well, I guess he changed the rally point on me. Somewhere to the side of the map down here. Probably to get this natural. Here's kind of a sneaky ninja expansion for the Terran. Hopefully for Bails that gets scouted pretty soon. A third goes down for Bails in his not natural but third base. Alright, around goes the Oracle. He's going to check some things out. Here he goes, entering the main. No, not quite. Skirting the main. He will take out that SCV to keep that barracks from building just a little bit. Cyclone comes out. It's trying to track down this Oracle. he's going to get out of here and just give it a rest for just a second. While he cools off, pretty good mining bases up here. This one's not quite done over on the west end, east end rather. Bails third is not complete. Production, what is it? D. I never remember to production. Lots of stuff going on. We got a void ray coming in for Bails. We have resonating glaze, which lets the adepts attack even faster. Stem is being researched. We're looking at engineering being put up for the Terran opponent. There's a CC that will be lifted off here, so actually he has 4 command centers going out. He will be moving out right now. Here comes back the Oracle. Looks like he's going to turn around. He's looking to get this Cyclone wins. Cyclone wins that battle. I'm interested to know where this Void Ray is going to go, if he's going to come into play a little bit later. So we have a Mothership Core protecting the natural base with several adepts. I'm convinced that Bails is convinced that Masa is going probably Bio Ball, something similar to that. And as you can see, there are a lot of things being built right here. There's 4 barracks in the works. First starport will be coming out, no doubt, pumping out those medevacs. Here comes a lot of shades for speed's sake. And they will be enveloping this Cyclone, and not going to get the kill. Lost 1 adept, not a counter. Alright, nice force field, keeping him out of his own base. He's going to try to work down this expansion right here. But, you know, he does anticipate that it'll lift off, so he's going to keep his distance. Alright, and the only thing happening right there is going to be a sentry shooting. Here comes an Oracle around the side. He is probably going to go into his natural expansion right here. What do we have going down right here? We have photon cannons. It looks like Bails is anticipating some kind of harassment, probably by Banshee. Can't be quite sure. We have Templar Archives, and it is already warping in Storm. So, again, Bails is pretty convinced that Masa will be going Bio Ball. This is scary over here. The income for the Terran opponent is just much better right now. You know, I don't see Bails going for another Expo, you know, quite yet, although his bases are pretty saturated, and it is just pretty much solid adept for right now. Alright, here comes the Bio Ball. Few Marauders mixed in there. Medevacs. Stem has finished. 4 Medevacs should be able to keep this Bio Ball alive. See if he can mix in some sentries there to divide up this army. Otherwise it could get kind of scary. They are 1-1 Marines and Marauders against 0 ground upgrades for Bails. They're going to have a hard time taking on this expansion. Alright, here's the encounter. Guardian Shield goes down. Photon overcharge on the pylon. Keeps Masa at a distance now. He is using 1 force field. Lands a little bit of a storm there. Not the best, but again, I'd say probably about half the Terran army is already gone. Looks like he's going to warp in some cannons right behind us for map control. Storm, that was just right on. These medevacs are really having to heal up, and they will pack everybody up and go home. That is just a little bit too hot of a combat zone. Tempest is out. I did not even spot the fleet beacon, but this is a great siege unit. That's going to help out the adepts a lot as far as range. You know, the Tempest can actually see further than it shoots, so as long as those adepts can even shade over to their opponent, Tempest can get in some pop shots. Oracle just buzzing around over here. Alright, here comes another slice at it. Masa does have some Widow Mines mixed in here. He may be going for a drop. He hits the afterburner. He's going around the side. Looking for another base, which is not there, which is a tiny bit curious. Although Bails does have up his 4th, I really don't know how I missed that. But I'm new, so get over it. Let's see, this is going to be a big drop. This is going to be a big drop in the 3rd for Bails. There is a Void Ray that is going to scout it a little early. He's not going... Well, he runs into Photon Cannons and Storm. But he drops everything he has right there. Excellent Storms connecting with everybody, along with a Time Warp for the Mothership. Photon Overcharge goes out. This just doesn't do the damage that Masa needs at all. Medevacs are going to be cleaned up. Wow. That was just not good for Masa at all. You know, there's a little attack going at the 4th right here. Again, these Storms are just perfect. Tempest firing from long range. I love it. Again, he can hit this Shade ability and those Tempests kind of keep up. Liberator's going to try to siege, but out of range of the... He is out of the range to hit the Tempest, rather, and out of the right mode anyway. The depths are going to be cleaned up. What does Life Bar look like? We need more medevacs if this Marine army is going to stay alive. Here come more Adepts. These Templars have... One of them has been morphed into an Archon, I guess because he didn't have enough energy. There's a carrier out. This is some late Sky Toss. Bails taking a 5th base, actually. So he is 1 ahead of his opponent, Masa. Why can I not remember Masa? This is the high ground for Masa, although the Oracle has hit him with the tracer thingy that I can't remember what it is, so he can see wherever those Marines and Marauders are going. Alright, here we go with the Sky Toss army. It's going to be trying to work down these medevacs with shots from the Tempest. And I love Tempest, they're just a cool unit. They're really slow, but they're so cool. Revelation. That's what I was looking for. Alright, Perfect Storm lands again on the Marines right there. Just really good storms from Bails. He just doesn't seem to miss a beat with his micro at all. How many carriers do we have? We have 4 carriers now joining the fray. Adepts, Carrier, Adept, and Tempest is the build. Bio Ball with a few Widow Mines mixed in. Not gonna do much at all. Looking, Photon Overcharge was not laid down there. You know, these Widow Mines are going to track down a few of those interceptors. They're really great for attracting that fire so none of the big stuff gets hit. Fireball and a few Vikings are going to be out there because he does realize that he has Sky units now. It looks like this 4th will die, but here comes the Sky Toss and it is being cloaked by the Mothership army. It's just too small and too many Marauders really to clean up that Sky Toss right there. Here come the Vikings. They really don't have much of a chance. It's just too little too late. He would need 20 Vikings to take out this Sky Toss army. Perfect Storm lands on the Marauders. Adepts are just finishing cleaning up. Supply counts, you know, not super runny. Well, actually, Bails just maxed out again, so it's 195 to 158. So, as far as mining bases go, this just never has been spotted. But he could use a 5th any day now because Masa is running out of money. Plenty of medevacs to heal, just not enough of a bio ball, I feel like. Alright, so now we have, you know, some more Vikings, 8 or 9 Vikings that he hopes to take out this Sky Toss army, and here's going to be a major engagement. Zip is showering down on this base. Oh, the storm off to the side, just perfect micro, and carriers are just going to unleash those interceptors on everything, even the Vikings are running. Mothership is at about half life, still cloaking everything. Here come down the scans. going to eventually run out of energy for everything. Mops up the Terran army just completely, and the Vikings, 2 of them get away. I guess the writing's on the wall for this one. Bails, he's hard to beat, man. Got rid of that command center right there. There's just not a whole lot left that the Terran player can do. I don't think he really has any other tricks up his sleeve. Marines do have combat shield, Marauders, a few Marines and Marauders, but I mean, we're talking about 113 supply against 178, so. Revelation on these Widow Mines right here. Oh, there goes one of them. They'll be taken out pretty easily. Revelation's a good thing to use on Widow Mines, actually. Sky Toss Army is just going back to base. Just seems like he's kind of kicking it for a while. He's like, well, what is this guy's move? What's he gonna do? You know, and it's not looking good for Masa at all. At this point, it probably should have been GG about 3 minutes ago or so. That is a almost max Sky Toss army, and here he comes to the 4th of Bails. The 5th is laid down, but it's too little too late. Scans coming down, disruptors. That is not a disruptor, that is an interceptor. Killing the command center off. There will be no economy coming from that one. They can just pretty much kill whatever they want. I did hear a Widow Mine, but I don't even know if it killed anything. It doesn't really matter. Here comes more carriers. And the GG goes up for Masa. Pretty one-sided victory here. But again, Bails is just one of the best Protoss players I've ever seen. I love tuning into his Twitch channel. He's just so fun to watch because his APMs are just sick, and he just kind of has this expressionless face, but he's just such an amazing player. I'd love to see him play in a tournament. But this is an Angry Rob, and if you want me to cast any of your replays, if they're goofy or they're just particularly good, let me know, and I'll see you next time.